Sometimes heroes wear aprons, not capes. They saw a maid, but she was something else entirely. 5 men entered that hotel with greed. Only one woman walked out with honor. He thought he was rich, until he met the maid who saved his life. It was supposed to be a normal business trip for the billionaire. But inside that luxurious hotel, danger was waiting, hidden behind false smiles. And when everything went wrong, help came from the most unexpected place, the maid he barely noticed. The evening lights of the Grand Haven Hotel glowed across the city skyline. Inside, Ethan Cross, a billionaire investor, had just checked into his suite. Everything was perfect, marble floors, soft jazz playing, the scent of luxury. He didn't know that someone was watching him. In the hallway, 5 men dressed as hotel staff were waiting. They weren't there to serve him. They were there to rob him, or worse. Down the same hallway, Maria Lopez, the hotel's maid, was cleaning rooms quietly. She was humble, quiet, and no one really paid attention to her. But beneath that simple uniform, she carried a secret. A past life that no one at the hotel knew about. Years ago, she was a military combat trainer, until life changed and she disappeared from that world. Now she just wanted peace. But that peace was about to be tested again. Ethan stepped out of his room to take a business call. As he turned, the 5 men approached, calm, pretending to be bellboys. "Sir, your luggage check," one of them said. Ethan frowned. "I didn't call for that." Before he could react, one man grabbed him from behind, another pushed him inside the room. The door slammed shut. The laughter that followed wasn't friendly. Down the hall, Maria heard a sound, a muffled crash, a man's voice shouting. She froze for a second, then stepped closer. Her instincts came alive, the ones she thought she'd buried years ago. She slipped off her cleaning gloves, leaned near the door, and listened. Inside, she heard them yelling, "Give us the password! Transfer the money!" Her eyes narrowed. She didn't have time to call for security. She was the security now. Maria took a deep breath, reached into her cleaning cart, and pulled out a hidden multi-tool knife she always kept for emergencies. Quietly, she unlocked the side service door and entered from the back corridor. Inside, one of the men held Ethan at gunpoint. Another was trying to open his phone. Maria's voice was calm but sharp. "Step away from him." They turned around, shocked. "What are you gonna do, maid? Clean us to death?" One of them laughed. Maria's eyes didn't blink. In a split second, she moved. One man lunged toward her. She sidestepped and hit his wrist. The gun clattered. Another came running. She swung a metal tray into his face. The third pulled a knife, but she twisted his arm and slammed him against the wall. Her moves were precise, trained, and deadly calm. Ethan watched in disbelief as the maid he barely noticed fought like a trained agent. Within seconds, 3 men were down. 2 others tried to escape, but hotel security had arrived, called by the noise. Later that night, the police took the men away. Ethan sat in his room, shaken but safe. He looked at Maria, standing quietly, her hands folded. "Who are you?" he asked softly. She smiled faintly. "Just someone who used to protect people, and still does when needed." Ethan stood, grateful. "I owe you my life." She shook her head. "You don't owe me anything, sir. Just treat the people you overlook with a little more respect." Days later, news headlines flashed. Billionaire saved by Maid with secret military past. But Maria never cared about fame. She went back to work, same cart, same uniform, same quiet smile. Because real heroes don't need recognition, they just do what's right. Never underestimate the quiet ones. Sometimes they carry the loudest courage.